Can you show me who's in the room here? Let me see some beautiful faces. Do we have folks in there? Or is everybody online still?
The camera, we have a little problem with the camera.
Okay. All right. No problem. No problem. So everybody can hear me okay. Hello, everyone. Great to see you all. How's everybody doing today?
Very well, great, fine.
Great. Apologies in advance. I would love and need to be there with you all today, but I'm not. But I'm leaving you in very good hands with the team there locally. So thank you for having me here virtually. Just a bit of introduction. My name is Mark Furr. I am the Global Community Initiative Lead. So I help to drive all things community and sort of rebranding what we call our SharePoint Saturdays, and actually creating a new platform by which we can drive community types of events like you guys are experiencing today. Specifically today, I'm not going to take much time, but I wanted to at least introduce myself and definitely try to be there for the next event. That's my goal. Wanted to give a little bit of an overview of the community initiative and talk a bit about the importance of community. If you guys have any questions at the end, please raise your hands. Just let me know, and we can have some Q&A at the end as well. But I wanted to drive home the message of how important community is to all aspects of your life. And so I applaud you all for, number one, having the initiative to participate in something like this today. I think it's so important. So I'll touch on a little bit of my experiences with community. From the Microsoft Global Community Initiative perspective, this is a new initiative that got kicked off this year, and this event happens to be one of those first few pilot events. It's really an initiative that's helping to drive your voice as consumers, as attendees to these types of events, to organizers, to really give you a voice and build a stronger relationship with Microsoft so that you can have the second pillar, which is events like this that are very beneficial, really help to meet the needs of the attendees, and then provides a third pillar, which is Microsoft support in terms of how we engage. How can we systematically put tools in your hands as attendees and organizers to be very successful with these types of events? The three pillars of the Global Community Initiative that I just kind of spoke about really involve around a community advisory board. That is a group of internal Microsoft employees. There's 4 of us. And then we have a number of external board members that are part of the organizer community, most of them MVPs. And say, if you would raise your hand as one of our prestigious board members that's been elected recently. So big congratulations and applause for Say for taking on this leadership role. Glad to have you as part of the board there. The second phase or pillar is the Microsoft Community Days themselves. So think of this as community driven, right? All by the community for free in order to provide skilling, training in the spirit of the SharePoint Saturdays, if you guys are familiar with those, inclusive of all of the Microsoft stack. So AI, Power Platform, all the business applications, right? And we as Microsoft help support it. So if there are opportunities for us to provide a facility like you guys are in today in one of the Microsoft offices, possibly swag, speakers, content, we provide that as well. And then a structured tier support for really large types of events as well as small. And one of the things that we look to get out of these community days is, number one, provide benefit to the community at large. So giving you these new skills, enabling you guys to connect in an environment with people with similar experiences and interests as you, so that you can get better jobs, better quality of life, et cetera. But we also, in return, we'd love to get feedback. So as you guys are starting to interact with all of these great tools, that you become a part of our user voice experience and provide direct feedback to Microsoft in terms of the products and all the services that come as part of the Microsoft stack. And so we look forward to getting that type of information during these types of events as well. And then probably most importantly is we're really looking to centralize the support program for these types of events, helping with event marketing, awareness, like I talked about, some content learning opportunities with all of the branches of Microsoft. And we've got a number of assets that I'll show you a glimpse of and invite you all to participate in as well. In order to really expand in this new hybrid world, I'll give you the opportunities to hit some of our new freestanding websites and enable you to find events like this in terms of a calendar. Then we're building some additional features and content as well as it pertains to identifying speakers that may be local in your region, content for training, and then we talked a little bit about making it very easy for an organizer to secure locations like you guys are in today. So this is the overall structure of the Microsoft Global Community Initiative. We're really excited in supporting this initiative, and we look forward to doing more and more events like this. Right now, we've already got about 30 events signed up currently, and we're looking forward to doing more and more, not only in your region, but all over the world. So I'll talk briefly for a minute about sort of why community is important. Right? And this is something that's very near and dear to my heart. A lot of times we attend these community types of events, and it really helps you to find your passion. Right? What are you really interested in? So whether it be AI, you may find a topic that gets discussed during these 2 days, and it really is something that you gravitate towards. And so it enables you to discover sort of what is your passion, what things that you love to do, so that you can also connect with people with similar interests as you, right? So if you're in a conference like you are today, talking about metaverse or AI, now you have the ability to connect with people with similar interests. You can learn from very experienced organizers, MVPs in the community. A lot of times we all live in this online world, and it's great to engage in chat and those types of mechanisms, but there's nothing like the personal in touch type of experience. And I think that's something that's been missing over the last few years as we've gone through the pandemic. And I know everybody's really has a lot of pent up excitement in terms of getting ready to get back to those in-person events. And so while we can tend to have a hybrid and it's very good to do those remote types of online types of experience, there's nothing that can replace the personal touch that you get from having these types of experiences. Another thing that you get from this is really improving your skills, right? And when you think about what that does for you in terms of learning new skills, it enables you to get better jobs, increase your pay, and ultimately your overall career satisfaction. Right? So when you talk about longevity, these are things that are all very important. And I think the most important thing is really the relationships that you guys get and build. So I want to encourage you, and this is something that I would do if I was there with you personally, please look to the person to your left, look to the person to your right, in front of you, behind you. Get to know them, introduce yourselves. These could be people that can really be part of your network, connect in online presence applications like LinkedIn, but build those relationships, start conversations, right? These can be some lasting relationships throughout your lifetime and your career. I just left a great event in Mexico City where I even learned that the community brought together marriages. There are about 3 or 4 couples that actually met in the community. So not that that's what the community is there for initially. It's about upskilling and connection, but it can be very deep in terms of the long-lasting relationships that you build. And so I want to encourage you all, if you do nothing else, introduce yourself and meet at least 2 or 3 new people that you didn't know prior to coming to the event. It's definitely very beneficial. So there's a number of really cool assets I want to encourage you all to find. These are just got announced at our Ignite conference. And these URLs are up at the top, aka.ms/Microsoft Community. This is the new home for all things community. So depending on your passion, whether it's you want to find out and get connected with things around Azure, Windows, M365, PowerShell, Power Automate, you'll find the community that works for you. So I want to encourage you to go to that alias and connect and find the community that you're looking for. Secondly, we've got the community events.org, communitydays.org. This is specifically an area where events like this are listed in your region. We're just now getting started and all our pilot events are loaded in there. But this is going to be your one-stop shop for all things community so that you guys can find great events like this that are for free, that really help you to connect with the community, help to upskill and build new relationships. And then from an individual productivity and upskilling, there's a lot of really good content at adoption.microsoft.com. There's a great blog that we keep you up to date in terms of things that change, little known facts, tips and tricks, any announcements product wise, and then a lot of the best practices on how to get started, how to create and organize events, how you connect and build applications, all the things that are necessary to the adoption of all these M365 solutions from your personal perspective as well as an organizational perspective. So these are three really cool and vibrant assets that have been recently created. I want to encourage you all to visit them and visit them often. This is going to be our home for all things community, that you can stay connected to find the things that you love. You discover those things. You can engage in meaningful conversations and content in order to advance your careers. So I want to ensure that you guys connect with us, stay connected at aka.ms Microsoft Community, stay up to date on all the things with the Global Community Initiative, if that's something that you're interested in there, and the MGCI sign up. We have a number of social media content as well as Coffee in the Cloud on YouTube that Caruana, member of our team, is very passionate about and helps to drive and creates newsletters and a lot of content on LinkedIn as well. And most importantly, expand your skills. Leverage tools like Microsoft Learn. There's even for some that are not necessarily want to get into the tech savviness of it. There's a great course that's the Adoption Specialist. It's really around how you change behaviors for people to learn new technologies, how you help organizations to adopt M365. And so I invite you all to get connected, continue to stay connected to all things Microsoft in the community, especially there locally in your neighborhood. So thank you so much. I appreciate you all taking some time at the end of the day to listen to some of the things we're doing community. And I'll open up for questions if there are any. And if not, thank you guys. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the rest of this sessions tomorrow.